It's a cloudy day here in the Rocky Mountains, but we've got baseball from Coors Field in Denver. Today, it's Game 2 of a 3-game weekend set between the San Francisco Giants. Brandon McCarthy is on the mound for Game 2. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, you take a look at that ERA. He has not been good this year. Got to throw a lot better. Hopefully he can start doing that in this one.
Rajay Davis is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. These Rockies, Eric Karros, they suffered a bit of a setback last time out, but not to worry. They're still 6-2 over their previous 8 ball games.
Yeah, and that last loss dropped them back to the 500 mark on the year. So obviously they'd like to get back into that positive numbers with a win here.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. McCarthy's ready. Here's the 0-2. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Should be a picture-perfect afternoon for baseball. 78 degrees at first pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, he got caught chasing those first 2 pitches out of the strike zone, but I think he's kind of caught on to their game now. Those are 2 good takes to get it back to 2-2.
He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
Second baseman, Chase Utley.
I'll tell you what, my man gets some altitude on this dive. Go ahead and stop it right about there. Look how high he is. That's what you call selling out.
Chase Utley will stand in now following that 7-pitch at-bat to begin the ballgame.
If he was smart, he would have gotten a pretty good look at all 7 of those pitches from that on-deck circle.
Time to take a look at the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Mike Fillmore.
Well, accuracy is always appreciated with umpires, and Fillmore.
1 sec as that ball is into the gap in right center. Should be good for at least 2 bases. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double.
Yeah, and this is just a cut fastball that he's trying to go backdoor with, but he didn't do what he wanted to do with the pitch. It's right out over the heart of the plate, and that's almost like batting practice to a major league hitter. He's not going to miss that one too often. And sure enough, he drills this one for 2 bases.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Cut fastball, and he's got to lean out of the way of that one. For Utley, that's now 7 doubles for him on the season. That's inside. 2-0. Looks like he's not going to see anything here.
Yeah, I don't think so either. They gave him 2 shots to see if he'd go out of the zone to try to chase, and after that, I'm thinking they should just put him on.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Green light here on 3-0.
Yeah, I want my run producer swinging the bat. If it's my number 7 hitter, probably not.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. And a 2-2 sinker falls in there. 3-2 now.
You can see where they want to go to try and get him out. A lot of pitches in on the hands in this sequence. They don't want him to be able to extend.
Good battle. Count remains full. And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning. Reggie Jackson will stand in as we show you the numbers for his last 8 ball games, and he continues to be as hot as anyone on the ball club. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Well, not really how you want to start the next guy after a walk. That pitch isn't even close.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Swinging a liner toward the gap in left center. But this will hang up just enough as he takes it in stride in left center for the 2nd out. And a look now at Bruce Bochy's lineup card for the Giants. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Well, I'm going to be watching to see if Nolan Arenado can turn it around. A lot of his problems are coming on the road where he's hitting less than 250. It can be difficult to stay in a rhythm when you're traveling, but that's no excuse. He knows he can do a lot better.
Outside with the cut fastball there, and it's a 2-ball count.
He's still got a couple pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. You got to take a step back, take a deep breath, and get back in the zone.
Lays off a fastball, but it's over for a strike. 2-1. To 2-2 now. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Pilar's there, and that's the 3rd out. Giants leave a couple. Giants nothing. Rockies coming up. Cliff Lee will be the man on the mound for the G-men. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, take a look at that whip. Around 1-3, which is pretty much league average. So he's been very serviceable all year long.
Here's a ball swung on and hit high and deep down the left field line. And this will stay fair. Home run. So it's a solo home run to lead off the bottom of the 1st. 6th home run on the season for him, and the Rockies are out to a 1-0 lead. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Harper on the run. 1 out. With that, here's a look at the Rockies lineup card for this one. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
Well, guys, I think this team really needs Ryan Zimmerman to turn it around. He's still without a stolen base this season, which is baffling. I don't know if it's a coaching issue or if he just needs to be more aggressive when he gets on base, but this team needs him to start taking advantage of his speed.
Called strike 2 on the cutter, and he's behind in the count now, 1-2. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down. And with that, let's take a look at the Giants lineup defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, Matty, when you're talking about guys at the hot corner, the best in the league, we're looking at one of them right here. Gold Glove Award winner last year. Has as soft a hands as anybody in the league.
A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
And, you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Yeah, and on 1-2, when you know the guy at the plate.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Rockies are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. We'll head to the top of the 2nd. It's now 1-0 Colorado. Willie Stargell will stand in. He, too, had 3 hits in the win last night.
Well, he's had 7 RBIs in his last 10 games, so he is producing runs, and he had another good one yesterday.
McCarthy steps into his windup. Here's the first pitch. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. In for a strike. It's 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2. Line towards center field. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch.
Wow, tough play. You know, it's always a danger as an outfielder when you try to make a play like this. You worry about that wrist because sometimes you can get it tucked under when you hit the ground, and you can twist it up pretty good or maybe even break it. But here, not only does he come away unhurt, but he also comes away with the baseball.
Here's the catcher, Carlos Ruiz. As the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. Here's a guy who could use a 3 for 4. He's got that batting average still down in the 190s. 1 home run and 8 runs batted in. Sinker, and this one's over as well. 0-2 now.
And this is what you like to see, especially coming off of a loss in his last start. These first couple innings, he's coming right after guys.
Line to the right side, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
A couple of hard-hit balls here to start the inning. The first one found a glove, but not this one, though. He's on with a 1-out single.
Cliff Lee is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1.
Oh, and that's a good fastball right there. He might have been thinking about protecting against that sinker.
Liner towards second. Ibar for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More of the show. Martin Prado will get his first opportunity now. He's got to be feeling pretty good about things recently as you see his numbers over the course of the past 10 ball games. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
Desmond Jennings will get his first shot here, and you can see he's got that average up near the 330 mark to begin playing.
Yeah, Matty, he has been having a nice season for sure, but when you look into the numbers a little more closely, he's been scuffling a little bit lately, hitting under 250 over his last 10 games.
Eric Ibar is in to take his first swings here with the runner still at first and 1 away.
Well, too bad that last guy couldn't advance the man into scoring position, so now it's probably going to take a gapper to get him home.
Runners on the move for second. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Davis on the run, and he makes the catch for the second out. Kurt Suzuki will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively.
And you know what, guys? It's just not getting a whole lot better for this guy either. He's hitting under 230 over his last 10 games.
Here's Prado around third. And a relay home. And he is in there at the plate. It's now a 2-0 game. Brandon McCarthy gets a chance to swing away, and he'll have a chance to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. On the ground to the right side. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Rockies do get a run in the inning on this RBI double. We've played 2. It's now 2-0 Colorado. Enos Fuentes steps in here to start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow.
Yeah, and you know he's the number 9 hitter, but you've got to go to the plate right now thinking like a leadoff guy. Just find a way to get on base and then give those 1, 2, 3 guys a chance to drive you in or do something.
And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. Hit out towards second. Forsythe has it. throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Now batting, left fielder.
Rajay Davis will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate. 0-1. Hit hard towards center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
As we look at that again, you know, this is not a bad pitch by any stretch. If he throws this pitch 10 times, I bet he gets him out 9 of them. But here you just have to tip your cap to the guy at the plate.
In is the second baseman, Chase Utley, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. McCarthy comes set. Here it is on 0-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. There's Ibar. Throw to first, and Utley's retired. 2 gone. Now to the plate, Bryce Harper. He drew a walk his first time up. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1.
Just did manage to catch that one with the last 2 inches of his glove. That could have been trouble.
There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1. Seems like he's gotten away with more than a few location mistakes so far.
Yeah, and that's not going to last forever, especially in this place. Well, chalk another one up for that pitcher. He's used to breaking bats, and he'll give you a little stare down after doing something like that every once in a while.
Swing and a little blooper to center. Pilar moving in, and that retires the side. Kevin Pilar will stand in to try to duplicate his first at-bat where he homered to open the inning.
It's great when he gets out there and get things going like he did. Really gets the rest of the team involved.
And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Tried to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes.
Here we go on an 0-2 count. All you have to do is start that thing right down the middle of the plate and then just let it work its way in. Hopefully get a swing through or maybe even a shattered bat.
And this is why, as a hitter, working the count in your favor is so important. I mean, here, this is probably a ball, but you can't risk taking this pitch on 1-2 and hope that you get the benefit of the umpire's call. You pretty much have to swing at it, even though you probably wouldn't have been able to do much with it in the first place.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Swinging a soft liner, and this is going to find its way into left for a 1-out knock.
Well, the good ones make it look easy, don't they? I mean, if you're hitting 230, this ball doesn't drop for a hit. No way. But he'll tell you, that's just the way I had it planned.
J.D. Martinez is in for the second time here as he looks at one outside. It's 1-0. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2.
Well, nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Lays off 2-2 now.
And that curveball still hasn't shown up yet. It's normally a real good pitch for him, but it hasn't served him well at all so far.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
And you know, as a hitter, with a runner at first and 1 out, I think I'm going to see something down in the zone because I know they want me to hit into a double play. Instead, they go ahead and they challenge him up, and I don't think he was expecting that.
Ryan Zimmerman is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. 1-0 count. Here it is. Chopped weakly to the left. He's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Rockies strand 1, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Leading off the inning, Reggie Jackson, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
McCarthy looks in. Here's the first pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Inside corner, a ball and a strike. Sinker is right there for a called strike 2.
1 and 2.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Look out. Don't want to hit him there.
3 and 2.
It's full 3-2.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Drilled on the ground to short. Ibar has it. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
The batter, number 20, third baseman, Nolan.
In now, Nolan Arenado. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
And this has been a common problem for all of these guys. They just can't lay off that pitch down and away.
A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. Hit hard toward first, but taken in over at first for the second out, as that might have been extra bases if it were 3 feet higher.
Willie Stargell.
So 2 away for the Giants here in the 4th, and in strides the familiar waddle of pops, Willie Stargell.
Nope.
He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0.
That's
2-0.
Well, that's the importance of having veterans on your ball club. You know, a young guy might have swung at both of those first 2 pitches.
Called a strike on the inside part of the plate. 2-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. And with the tying run in the on-deck circle, the question, does he take a look at another one here?
You just might. You're still going to see a good pitch on 3 and 2, even if this one's a strike.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Giants are down 1-2-3. They trade. Martin Prado is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning. Into the windup and the pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. Swing and a shot to third. But quick reactions at the hot corner take away a hit, and there's one gone. Desmond Jennings is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. In there, no balls and a strike. One out, nobody on. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. Sent on the ground out to second. Utley is there. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
And here's a situation where, heck, just make contact. Put the ball in play. You never know. Winds up beating this ball out.
On the move is Jennings. Swing and a liner. And the hit and run works perfectly. A base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single. Runners at the corners here with one gone in the inning. And that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Kurt Suzuki. And they start him out away with a called strike.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
And now, with runners at the corners and 2 strikes, this is a spot where you got to make something positive come out of this on the mound.
And now one taken by Suzuki as he draws it even at 2-2. Out in front of that one may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. And he swings on top and sends it on the ground out to second. Throw to first, not in time as the run is across to score.
Oh, this is a bad error right here. He tries to square himself up to second base to get this double play started, but I don't know if his cleats got stuck or what, but this is not a very good throw, and he's going to get stuck with an E4.
Stepping in now, Brandon McCarthy. And the pitcher will indeed try and move his runners as he gets this one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
Center fielder
Kevin Pillar strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. 0-2 now.
Boy, things are going from bad to worse. So
threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Couple of hits lead to 1 in the inning for Colorado. We played 4 full. Rockies lead. Carlos Ruiz heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game. So just chip away, chip away.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And I think with no one on base, you know, this is a guy you need to come after. I certainly wouldn't be afraid to give him a fastball here.
3-0 now. That one's in there. 3-1.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game because right now they just seem out of it.
No leadoff walk just yet as that finds the strike zone and the count comes full at 3-2. Swing and a miss, and they'll come all the way back from 3-0 to punch him out. 1 away. Cliff Lee will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. McCarthy gets the sign. First pitch on its way. Swing and a liner, but this is a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. Hit hard to short. Ibar fields it cleanly. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now
Enos Fuentes will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
First pitch is a cutter looked at, 0-1. Tap foul at home plate. No runs, 3 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for San Francisco. Swing and a liner. Foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Down the third baseline. Prado is there. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
Much easier to do in retrospect, but you almost wonder if he would have been better served to let this ball go and see if it would have gone foul. There's no guarantees it would have, but that was always going to be a tough play anyway.
Here's Rajay Davis now. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. A runner on first with 2 away. Pitch out, nothing doing. Here it comes, 2-0. There goes the runner. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Well, I think they had a feeling he'd be going, but you had to figure they weren't going to pitch out twice in a row, and he winds up taking second here and moving into scoring position.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Pilar has a beat on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Giants leave 1. Logan Forsythe comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th. First pitch of the at-bat.
Logan Forsythe.
And there's a fastball from Lee to start him out. It's 0-1. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Slapped hard the opposite way. And this gets through into right, so he turns the 0-2 count into a leadoff base hit. So that's a pair of hits for him now this afternoon as he lines that one sharply into right. And we take a look there at the Rockies leaders in that category as he currently sits 3rd on the team.
Well, he hasn't exactly been tearing the league apart, but he's making enough noise with the bat to be respected. Clearly, he's a large piece of this offense.
Jackson ranging back to the track. A leap at the wall, but he can't bring this one back. It's a home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. Home run number 16 for him on the year. And the Rockies are opening things up now. It's a 5-0 ball game. And Lee will open the at-bat with a good changeup there for strike 1. Seems like they're showing a lot of faith in this guy, leaving him out there.
And I think you appreciate that as a pitcher, but sometimes when you don't have it, you don't have it. Looks like this is going to be one of those times.
Third baseman number 14.
Martin Prado digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he was pretty unlucky last time because he squared up that fastball nicely. So we're going to have to see if they still come at him with hard stuff.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. 2-0.
And another good hitter's count to work with here. They've been able to sit back and just really tee off on him.
Shot back up the middle, and that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon.
And you know the hitting coach right now is sitting in that dugout pumping his fist because that's what he's preaching all day, every day. Hit the ball up the middle, hit it hard.
Desmond Jennings steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Cut fastball inside, ball 1. He's running towards second. Hit on the ground to third. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The batter, number 1, shortstop.
Eric Ibar will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. 2 out here and a runner at second. Chopped foul right at home plate. And another foul ball. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Lee looks in as he readies pitch number 73 here in the ballgame. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Lake making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. This one's down to third. Gloved by Arenado. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Another good inning for the Rockies, and Blake Street might be beckoning for 1 or 2 of this bunch. More from the show Saturday. Chase Utley will stride into the box as he'll get things started for the Giants in their half of the 6th.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
Ground ball right side. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Center fielder number 34, Bryce
Harper will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he gets ahead 0-1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Reggie Jackson will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Runners on first with 1 down. On the ground to short. This could be 2. Forsythe on to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. Kurt Suzuki gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team.
Kurt Suzuki.
Grounded to short. Fuentes is up with it, and he's retired 1 away. Brandon McCarthy comes to the plate now, likely due to the large cushion he has to work with on the scoreboard.
Yeah, he's got that big lead and a chance to get deeper into this ball game, but he needs to make sure he stays focused because sometimes that competitive edge can dwindle on you a little bit when you think you're just cruising.
A new pitcher to tell you about now is it'll be the hard-throwing Fernando Rodney that gets the nod here. Rodney comes set. Here it is on 1-0. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fastball called strike, 1-2. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Full count. 3-2.
That's his strength. He wants to try and come in and jam you, so you got to be ready to try and turn on something.
Line softly out toward left center. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. Kevin Pillar strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Hops this one up just beyond the infield on the right side. Utley ranging into shallow right, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning. Logan Forsythe ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Boy, that fastball is just sizzling up there. 1-1.
Yeah, the velocity's good here, but I'm not so sure about the location. That was right down the middle.
And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. J.D. Martinez will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a two-run home run that really got his guys going. Ruiz has a play, and the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. One hit, one error in the inning, but they... Welcome back to Coors Field here in Denver. Rockies out on top in this one as we head to the seventh. But before we get started, let's get a look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. Nolan Arenado is at the plate as he takes a cold strike one. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Very weakly on the ground. That rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
Oh, and it's not often you see a guy like that flail so badly up there, but that was a great pitch for out number 1.
First baseman, number 8.
Willie Stargell stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now.
And this is where a guy who's been around a long time knows, hey, we're not going to make up the difference with just one swing. It's going to take base runners. So that's a good job of being really patient at the plate.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And he comes back with a pitch right down the middle for strike 2. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. And that'll get down for a base hit. The throw into second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Certainly in this streak, he's had a lot of those opportunities come late in ball games, but he extends it again with another clutch base hit.
First pitch on its way. The cutter runs outside, ball 1.
It doesn't take a trained eye to tell you. He's starting to wear down a bit out there on the mound.
Cold strike at the knees, 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Line toward right center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. Around third and being waved on home. And a relay to the plate. Ball's there and Suzuki makes the tag. He's out at the plate.
Well, he's trying to do what he can to get his guys a step closer to tying this thing, but that time he was a little too optimistic. They tag him out easily at home plate.
Alex Rodriguez will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. Here's a swing, and oh man, way out of here. A 2-run shot off the bat of Alex Rodriguez, and it's now a 5-2 game.
And this home run was huge, especially right there in that dugout. At 5-0, you were starting to get the sense that this might not be their day. But now that they're on the board to make it 5-2, I'd say anything can happen from here on out.
Now batting.
Standing in now, Enos Fuentes. First pitch of the AB is swung on and lifted in the air to straightaway center. Pilar will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Bye-bye, baby. The Giants strike for a pair. Santiago Casilla will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home seventh. And now the Giants are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Sends that one out of play for strike one.
First baseman, Ryan Zimmerman.
Drilled right back up the middle. And this is going to get on through into center, a leadoff hit.
Third baseman, number
Martin
14,
Prado digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Runner goes for second. Chopped foul at the plate, strike one. 5-2 our score as we play inning number 7. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. He's running again. Chopped foul over towards the coaching box. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Davis has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning. Desmond Jennings gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Casilla pauses. Here's the pitch. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time.
This is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
2-1, here it is. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Now the question, do you send the guy on 3-2 with 1 out? You figure you're going to get something around the plate.
Back to first, and a great stretch there may be the difference. It's a double play, and the inning is over. Rockies are down quietly, and it remains 5-2. Arodys Vizcaíno will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Oh, and he lays one down here, and this is going to be a tough play. Prado has it, and the throw will be too late, so it's a bunt single to get him started here.
That may have been one of those situations where you wonder, he's not going to be able to throw him out at first. Maybe that's one where you try and see if that would have gone foul.
He's set. Here it comes. And this will go right by Suzuki all the way to the backstop. And he is safe at second base as the decision to move up pays off, and that'll likely be scored a wild pitch. Look out. 2-0 now.
He will definitely give you something to think about up there. There are no comfortable at-bats against this guy.
And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
That's a two-seam fastball right there. It looks to the hitter like it's going to be inside, and then it tails back to the inside corner of the plate.
Hung that one out there a bit, but it's a called strike. 2-2. High strikes, probably not on the docket for places he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. You've got to keep the ball down against a team like this. If you go up every once in a while with a fastball, you'll be fine, but you're not going to last too long if you make a habit of working up there with your secondary pitches.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Trouble waiting on deck as Bryce Harper hits next. Inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball 4.
Yep, a single and then a walk to start the inning. Now, this is exactly how big innings get started, so they're set up now to maybe put up a crooked number here.
Bryce Harper stands in as he looks at ball 1 here.
And this is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from you, so you got to suck it up.
Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1.
Boy, that got a lot of the plate, cutting right across the zone. I think if he had that pitch to do over, he would have taken a rip at that one.
Swing and a liner, but foul. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. No offer that time, and it's back to 2-2 on the Giants right fielder. Pickoff move to second, and he's back standing. Now a spin and another throw back to second, keeping particularly close tabs on him. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. EK, where are you going now on 3-2?
I still got to work a corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway pitch.
Now the double steal is on here. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. He's set. Here's the 3-2. And that's through into left, a base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
You think he was looking for a fastball there? I think he was. That's about as hard a hit ball as you're going to see, and he was right on that one.
Your attention, please. Now
so with a lefty waiting, they'll go to a lefty of their own out of the bullpen here. Into the box now, Reggie Jackson in the air to right center and carrying well. Way back there now, and gone. Home run. So a 3-run shot to right center field. Home run number 9 on the year, and this one gives them the lead at 6-5.
Well, when you give up a clutch homer like that this late in the game that gives the other team a lead, you know you're kicking yourself a little bit. And how are you going to refocus now and get back into this game?
Edward Mujica is on to work as he'll take over here in the 8th.
Number 44.
Now a right-hander has started to get loose in the Colorado bullpen. Here's Nolan Arenado. Swinging a ball line softly down the left field line. Foul. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Left side. Throw on to first, and they're finally able to get on the board here. There's one away.
Now batting, first baseman,
Digging in and looking for more, Willie Stargell. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top, and just fire that thing in there.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Still 2-2. Both teams right now with 11 hits in the ballgame. Hit to short. Ibar takes it in time to first, and there are 2 away.
the catcher, number 51, Carlos Ruiz.
Carlos Ruiz. Ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far. Hey now.
Nothing wrong with that. As much as it pains me to say, pitchers have the right to work inside.
Now a swing and a ball grounded to second. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. On now to the bottom of inning number 8. It's the Giants 6 and the Rockies 5. Eric Ibar will stand in to lead things off here in what's now a brand new ball game.
Yeah, and how about that last half inning? Now it's up to these guys to respond. Maybe punch back, if you will.
Into the seats, 0-1. Casillas ready. Here he comes, 0-1. Now a swing and a fly ball. Jackson sprinting after it. But this will land foul shy of the wall. 0-2, here it comes. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. James Loney will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Now pitching for the Giants.
So a call to the bullpen now, and they'll make a move for the left-hander here. James Loney comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. And it's quickly 0-2. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up.
That ball was so deep in his kitchen, that was the only thing he could do was foul it off, break his bat, and hope to get a better pitch on the next one.
That misses. 1-2. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And this is swung on and missed on a good pitch as Loney's a strikeout casualty for route number 2.
Let's take you through that at bat right here on Showtime. Now you're going to see he'll start things off with a nice slider, but he's not going to double that pitch up. He's going to keep that one in his back pocket for a little while until he needs it again. Then after a little bit of a battle, goes back to that slider and finishes him off.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Now, he might have been on the on-deck circle just saying, man, I get 1 at-bat and it's a gift.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Bobby Parnell come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Tucker Barnhart is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate. Ichiro Suzuki will try to get his club a little 9th inning insurance as he'll grab a bat to pinch hit, leading things off here. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. The 0-1. Not able to hold on there as he swings through a pitch in the dirt, and it doesn't look good for him now. Down 0-2. And he reaches for 1 out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out. Enos Fuentes gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball. 1-0. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
He's showing pretty good patience here for a rookie. Those were 2 tough takes, but he's got it to 2-0.
And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
High pop-up. Prado is there for it. And that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, left fielder, Rajay Davis.
Striding into the box, Rajay Davis. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Fastball off the plate away for ball 1. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Pilar is under it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Dylan Betances will come on now, trying to finish this one off here in the bottom of the ninth. Striding in to start the ninth, Kevin Pilar. And they'll need him to get something going here. Called strike on the knuckle curve, and he's ahead in the count, 0-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful.
And I believe your tying run's going to be in scoring position right away as this is down for extra bases. Around second, he'll try for third, and he will get there. He's in at third as the tying run with a leadoff triple. So coming to the plate, Logan Forsythe. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Nervous time now in that third base dugout.
Heck, nervous time up here. My heart's racing, and I'm just watching this game.
Swung on and missed on a pitch at the thumbs, a ball and a strike. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Trying to hold the lead. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
He did not like that one bit. Now, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full, 3-2.
Well, he almost hit him on the last pitch, and he's showing he doesn't care. He's coming right back inside.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Chances set. Here's the pitch. J.D. Martinez is at the plate as he watches ball 1. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you got runners in scoring position.
Oh, here's a line drive into center field. It's a base hit. In to score easily is the runner from third, and they have tied it in the bottom of the ninth.
Well, you started to get a sense that this was coming. They have come roaring all the way back in this game to tie it up in the bottom of the ninth. Unbelievable.
Now here's a fastball up that he sends in the air out to fairly deep center field. Harper is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. Martin Prado has a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap.
And in the field, I've got to expect them to be playing what's called no doubles defense, Matt. Basically, you got to guard the lines in the infield, and in the outfield, play deep enough so that you can cut off all the gaps.
And this will be pulled in easily for the final out of the inning. So this game will not end here in the bottom of the ninth as they push across the equalizer, and we're right back. Chase Utley will stand in to lead things off here, and can you believe it? A tie ball game again.
Yeah, this thing has had more ups and downs than my 401k, and I've got a feeling we've got some more to come.
Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. And this catches the outside corner, strike 1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
Fly ball into straightaway left. And the leadoff man is retired here to start the extra frames.
Center fielder number 34.
Bryce Harper ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
And that's not a bad spot. Just go ahead and stay out there. Don't come down the middle because we know he can hurt you.
Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1.
Well, this is a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a fastball.
And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
That's a good at-bat there. And sometimes in extra innings, guys start to chase because they're getting tired and frustrated, and they're looking for one big hit. That's not the case here.
In there, and it's 0-1.
And, you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
Nope.
Down and away, ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Belted high in the air out to left. Jennings going back to the track, to the wall. And as Giants fans hear on television quite frequently, that ball is out of here. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, his second of the game, and it's now an 8-6 ball game.
This is just your classic fastball up over the heart of the plate. I don't even have to do a whole lot of analysis on this one. You put that pitch there to this guy, he's going to take it over the wall. Simple as that.
Here's Nolan Arenado. Swing and a drive. This one's deep to right, but that'll be off the wall in right center. And he's in there safely. He's got a double. Willie Stargell takes his turn now, looking to add some insurance to their lead in the form of that run standing out at second base.
Yeah, a base hit right through the infield would probably do it, but you can bet those guys in the outfield are going to be coming up gunning if they get any chance at all.
And here's ball 4 now on the intentional walk, so that'll set up the double play possibility with 1 gone.
Carlos Ruiz.
So it's a tight spot here. First and second, 1 man out, and stepping in is the catcher, Carlos Ruiz. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. Now a swing and a miss by Ruiz as they jump ahead of him here 0-2.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
Hot shot on the ground is short. Forsythe on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Leading off the inning, Desmond Jennings, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
Jason Grilli will get the call here an inning later than usual, as he'll try to save this one in the 10th.
Jason Grilli.
Leading off the inning, Desmond Jennings, and they'll need him to get something going here. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Way outside, nearly to the backstop, 2-1. Now here's a line drive that'll make it out into left center, and he's going to have himself a leadoff single.
Well, here we are. It's the second month of the season, and this guy is showing no signs of slowing down. Got himself another multi-hit ball game here.
Eric Ibar will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
On the move is Harper. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Digging in the switch hitter, Tucker Barnhart, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here comes the first pitch. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike one. That's on the inside corner to put him behind here, 0-2.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him, trying to get a punch out.
Low with a fastball here, in the dirt even. It's ball one.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
Preston Tucker will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Now pitching for San Francisco.
New pitcher to tell you about, and it's a guy drafted number 6 overall out of North Carolina in 2006, the 6'6" lefty Andrew Miller. Preston Tucker is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over.
Well, it took them an extra inning to do it, but they'll certainly take it as they lock up a good road victory here in 10 innings.
Time for one last check of the line score in this extra innings victory. Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Giants are